I'm at the Christmas Meadows trailhead. It is July 12th, 2023. And I'm headed up to Amethyst. It's a lake about 7 miles south of here, about 2,000 feet of climb. Probably gonna spend 3 or 4 days. We'll see how many fish I can catch. All right, we are right here, Christmas Meadows. And I'm gonna hike up here, and cut over and up to Amethyst Basin, where there's a lake called Osler Lake, and then a big old lake called Amethyst. We're gonna see if we can get some fish. First, we're gonna sign in because that's the safe and responsible thing to do. We are off. It is just gorgeous out today. Truck said it was 75 degrees when I got out. Feels about right. So I got really lucky this week. Drove the kids up from Texas to go visit grandparents. Dropped all 4 of them off with one set of grandparents. They're gonna stay there all week. And I get to go explore and play in the mountains solo while they're just living it up with their grandparents. And then the plan is to go back to town after this weekend and go pick up the kids, pack their gear, bring them back up here to the mountains, and do 3 or 4 more days backpacking with the kids. And that's going to be a teenage girl's first foray into the wilderness backpacking on a multi-day trip. So that's going to be cool. Something I'm looking out for this weekend is this is like record snowfall this last winter, and Utah's got snowpack worth like 3 years worth of snowfall up there. And so I'm kind of scouting out to see just how high up we can get before we get into really gnarly snowfall or snow drifts, and see if that'll cause any problems for the younger ones. Well, here's the first water crossing. It's not deep, but it's a heck of a lot wetter than it usually is. Well, crap. This is running just a little bit too high to get across with dry feet. And I'm not one for taking my shoes off, so I'm just gonna dive right in. Woo. It's not terribly deep, but it is cold. We're heading up there on top of that little bench. You can see Amethyst Lake is right past that. This is an Amethyst Lake. I don't know what lake it is. I'm not even sure it has a name. But there's Osler Peak. And then up above that next bench is Osler Lake. And I just saw a fish jump out there. So I'm gonna have to come back and fish this. But I wanna get up to Amethyst first, which is up above that bench right there. But look at the color. Look at the color on this. This is the final approach to Amethyst Lake. Bugs aren't as bad as I thought they would be, but they're definitely here. And they will let you know they are hungry. It looks kind of marshy here. Dang. Here we go. Don't mind my old man sounds every time I exert myself. It's the view back down the valley. Well, this is the first spot that the trail disappears into a snowbank. Again, it's July 12th. And still a ton of snow up here. Everything is very wet up high. So we go across there and then we'll be at Amethyst Lake. There she is. Check it out. First fish of this trip. Little 9-inch brookie. Time to set up camp. there you go. That's home for the next day or two. Honestly, there's nothing more beautiful when you're alone in the mountains, in a cold place, in a tiny little flame. It's 9 p.m. Still got pretty good light here. Of course, fire helps, but at sunset, looking down towards Wyoming is pretty awesome. Cannot complain about the setting here. Well, all in all, pretty productive day. Didn't start on the trail till about 1 p.m. And turns out this, I got a little smudge. Too much playing with the fire. Turns out that's exactly the right time to leave to get to this lake here, because it took 4 hours. There's a couple of inclines that were really gnarly, like 500 feet up over half a mile or a quarter mile, something stupid like that. But totally worth it to get here and get these views. Caught one fish. He's cooking by the fire right now. Tent is all set up. And like an idiot, I didn't bring my camp chair with me. So I'm standing around until it's time to go to bed. Now, if you've never had spruce tea, this is it. Just get some water right out of the lake over there, boil it, and steep, preferably the new shoots off of the spruce trees. And boy, it's just good. Second day, I moved my camp down here to this, I don't know, little no-name lake, but it's so pretty. Look at those mountains. Got a good old fire going. Plenty of firewood here and all pitched, ready for the night. Making some spruce tea. Gonna have some pad thai. It's pretty good stuff. Just woke up, second day out here on the trail, and it's about 8 a.m. But the mountains are so high on either side of this thing that the sun doesn't hit you until it's 8. But man, I feel much better today than I did yesterday. There's something about sleeping at elevation. The first night's always rough. We're about 10,300 feet here. And last night, I only woke up once or twice. The night before I woke up, I felt like every 15 minutes. But I actually feel rested today. I don't have a headache. And I'm ready to go get it. There's definitely fish in there. They're just not biting on what I'm giving them.